everyone, welcome to Cast Dice Plays Star Wars Legion. My name is Brad, and this week we are joined by another old friend who I do love playing, our old buddy Drew. Drew, say hi.
Good afternoon. How you doing, Brad?
Fantastic, man. It is a pleasure to have you on, and it's more than that. It is a pleasure to play some Legion again with you. For me, it's particularly exciting because today will be the first time that I get to feel my entirely painted Imperial army that I have been working on for quite a while, if you've been following on the Facebook page. It's not 100% there, but it's close enough for government work. As you can see, we have about 600 points of forces there. I have painted up to 800, but we decided, since we're playing on a slightly small table today, and it's going to be a little tight and crampy, that we would play 600 point forces. Now, Drew and I do love playing narrative-driven games of Star Wars Legion, but today we thought we would do something a little different, in that we wanted to play Star Wars Legion as you might see it played in an event. So we're playing the standard mission cards, and we'll get to that in a minute, and you can see our forces listed on the side of the screen. Now, Drew, why don't you tell us what we're playing today and how we're playing?
We chose all the setup cards mainly to fit on the table and to fit the format here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going with intercept the transmissions just to make sure all the objectives are central and always on camera.
So we have 3 central objectives.
We went for major offensive for the deployment, but we dispensed with the little tail parts of the deployment zones because, again, short table didn't quite fit. So essentially we're not quite occupying a quarter of the table each, but a range 3 box in each corner.
Mm-hmm.
And we are using the hostile environment card, which means that if we end a turn without and a leader's not in contact with a terrain piece, then we don't lose any
suppression.
Right.
Now the question from you is, do barricades and the little boxes count as terrain? I thought they did, but yeah.
Okay. They can cover. So as long as you get out of the window, I think that's what we're going for here.
Nice. Now you'll notice that this little camera over here is our dice cam. Now during the game, that is going to be down here. I'll be showing it what we're rolling. But as we get to the action on the table, some of the feedback from our first video was that people wanted to see closer up images of the action happening and or some of the models on the tabletop, not just an overall view. So the camera now moves. So we are taking on your feedback and we are trying to make these videos better. So Drew, why don't you tell us about your forces?
Okay. I've just gone for not too many frills here. I have got Leia, and she just has strict orders, which makes it a little bit more reliable, I guess, in removing suppression.
Yep.
I've got 3 squads of basic troopers.
Mm-hmm.
One has an ion gun and concussion grenades. The other 2 have both got the repeating blasters.
Mm-hmm.
I have got an AT-RT with flamer. I have got a laser cannon team with a barrage generator, so they're more suppressive than armor piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And doing it way before it was cool, I have a T-47 airspeeder.
Now, every single game that we've played, I think you've had that airspeeder on the board, and it looks amazing. Clearly you've put LEDs in it to light up, and it's got a scenic base that it's literally flying off of. But you got to be loving the new point values.
Yes. Like I said, it's never deterred me from using it before.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, I've pretty much used it in every game, just because I like the model, and that's really why I'm playing this game. So I'm happy that I can fit more stuff in now that when I do take it.
Mm-hmm.
But that wouldn't have stopped me anyway.
Yeah, I got to remember that the pizza gun is now range 5, because that's gonna the laser cannon. Otherwise, that is going to be a lot of hurt for me.
It is a little table, so range 5 is pretty much anywhere. Isn't
Anywhere, yeah, exactly. Now we are playing on a 4x3 today, in case anyone is wondering. I am very happily taking my Mimban forces. Of course, these are the mud troopers out of Solo. Now, a lot of the photographs, you can't really see the fact that all of the helmets are Mimban Stormtrooper helmets, which are 3D printed through Skullforge. You can see it on the gentlemen, and they all have the mud cloaks on their back as well. Those are from Victoria Miniatures and some old Games Workshop models. And the idea here is I've just tried to make them filthy and dirty, and yet still have some neat detail. I have a generic Imperial officer because we're playing slightly cheaper points. I didn't go for a named character, and I thought it fit the Mimban theme well. Just like Drew, I took strict orders. We both chose that before we chose the missions, but I think it suits. I've got 2 Stormtrooper squads with DLT-19s. One of them has an astromech droid. I've never used one of those before. I'm looking forward to seeing how it can help my vehicle. I also have an HH-12 rocket trooper, and I have a unit of snow troopers with flamethrower. And I also have an E-Web with the overcharge generator, which has the bonus armor pennant for Drew's speeder. Not that I knew that I'd be playing it. And I'm taking the ATST with twin light blaster cannons and the Imperial Hammer Pilot, which will get rid of those awful no surges that the ATST used to have. And I'm absolutely loving that the first time I get to field this, it is cheaper in points, and I'm super excited. So Drew, I guess that is time to start, my good man.
Yep.
Turn 1. What would you like to do? Now, I'm blue, and you are red.
Yep.
So does that mean I go first? Oh, of course. We need to. Not that I've been playing other game systems. Now, we have not chosen our orders.
I think because we're both using a single commander, we don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm ready. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna suck.
So Brad has taken assault,
Mm-hmm.
3 pips. I've taken coordinated bombardment with only 1 pip, so I'm going to get the jump on Brad, but I'm also going to hopefully soften up some of his
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
some of his things before we get started. So I need to choose a. Well, let me give one to Leia. She gets the order.
Yeah, I was gonna say there isn't much choice you get for orders there, buddy.
Let's put those there out of the way.
And so I get to pick 3 units to give orders to. I am going to give them to. I'm going to give them to a lot of the non-troop types so that I know, in fact, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give all of my non-trooper orders so that when I pull from the bag, I know I'm getting nothing but troopers.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, since you're going to try and end in contact with terrain, at the end of your turn, I'm going to try and have a few shots at you before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've got 3 bombardments, 2 red dice apiece. I'll put 1 onto your E-Web,
Mm-hmm.
which hits 2 hits.
Mm-hmm. And I don't get any cover from that, do I? Because I have the blast keyword?
It does not.
Okay, so do I get cover?
Yes, I think you do get cover.
Okay, so that gets rid of one of them, is
Sure.
that right?
Yep.
And then I roll a armor for the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And I do not surge to defend. So I take a wound.
Cool.
And I'm suppressed. Now, that's suppressive, or is that just 1 hit?
No, it's just immune to deflect.
Alright, go for it.
The next one I'll put against your snow troopers out there.
Mhm.
2 hits.
You can see the snow troopers? Or do you not need to see?
I hadn't considered line of sight. My apologies. I hadn't considered line of sight on anyone.
Cheating already.
We'll just do it against this squad here then.
Okay, we'll keep the roll. It's a good roll. I don't get cover, do I? Even though I'm behind stuff, because I'm not touching it.
Again, this is not clear. I suspect you do get it because
Okay.
I would have thought you didn't because it was a bombardment, but
Okay.
someone can correct us in the comments.
That's right. And I do not surge to defend, so I lose a guy.
And then the last one. See, now I'm going to get my line of sight thing up because I'm not sure if I had line of sight on it. Yeah, I probably did have line of sight to the E-web.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can see your ATSD. So let's do it. One crit,
One crit.
which is good.
That is good. Now the ATSD, surprisingly, only has a white dice. So I definitely take a damage. There you go. Done.
All right, the rest of layers activation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first bit. I suppose she should move forward. So yeah, she can kind of just get in front of that squad there and hide behind the building. And it's your turn.
I am going to... I'm going to use my ATSD. And it is movement 2. So I'm going to take my template. And I'm going to try and punish your E-web, your pizza gun, before it ruins my day. So I'm under moving there. Now I am firing pretty much. I'm gonna fire everything at that because I want it dead. Now I have 2 red, 2 black, 2 white for my regular gun, and then for the blaster, I also have 1 more red, 1 more black, and 1 more white. So I have 3 of each, and that is fixed front. It is.
And I'm naked.
You don't get cover. Straight, because I'm looking straight down on you. And yeah, I can fire 2 weapons because I have arsenal too. Now, that is some hits. That's a lot of white. So that is 4 hits and a crit.
All right.
4 hits and a crit.
4 wounds.
And how many?
It has got 6.
Oof. And does it count as a vehicle? Does it take suppression? Like...
Yeah, it gets suppressed.
Okay. Like
And
mine.
stupidly, which I hadn't considered,
Yeah.
it's going to be screwed over by the hostile terrain.
Yes.
Oh no, it's touching the. No,
It
it's
is.
touching the
is.
falcon,
Yep.
so it's all good. That was certainly my plan.
Yeah, exactly. I totally did that on purpose. You're up.
Jingle jingle. I have a core. Let's clear those out here.
Mm-hmm. What you gonna do?
I think I need to. Yeah, I really can't hit anything else at this point except for your ATST.
Come at me.
I shall. Just in case you didn't realize what I was doing, I've got 2 identical core troop squads, so I marked those out. But I'm going to activate the one that is not identical, and I'm going to use my Ion Trooper squad.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm going to
How good is it to see Ion on the table?
take that meta. Although
Now it is not.
because that really bothered me in the past, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hide up behind this embankment, and let's fire my iron gun at you.
Iron guns range 3.
Yep. Hopefully I'm in range.
Yep. You are.
Didn't check, but I assumed. Okay, so I have got 4 dudes with black dice, and I've got the 2 red dice from the Ion Trooper. We'll need to check what the Ion token does, because who uses Ion? Not me. I don't know what that does. Alright, let's roll the hit. And I've got impact 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 1 crit.
That's a lot of dice.
And I can change another one to a crit as well. So 2 crits. Your armor ignores the rest. So just 2 hits.
Mm-hmm. No.
2 works.
So 2. 1. Whoops. 1, 2. Up to 3. Yeah, sticking an ATST like that probably wasn't the greatest idea in the world, but I definitely want to get rid of your pizza gun because I've been hit by that one too many times. And if you can't be a bull with the ATST, I don't know what you can be. All right, my turn. I am going to...
Oh, hey, wait, Brad. Do you mind just putting the iron token down on your...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, here it is. Sorry, I had it in my hand. I didn't put it on the table. So I'm going to put the ion token right there on its base. And that means I will have 1 less action next turn, but that's okay. Now, for my next trick, I am going to pull a trooper token because they're in the bag. I know that when I pull it out, it's definitely going to be a trooper token. And I'm going to move this squad forward. Now, I'm just going to move them up behind the ATST and move these guys in too. Behind cover.
Limited lines of sight there.
Yep, well that's the whole point.
Okay.
Because I am going to use the astromech droid.
Uh-huh.
So the astromech droid, repair, capacity 2. Place a wound token on this card to remove 1 wound, ion, or vehicle damage token from a friendly ground vehicle at range 1 and in line of sight. So I'm going to take away 1 of its damage. I'm going to leave on its ion because honestly I don't think I need to move very much, but I am going to get rid of 1 of those wounds. So there you go. Done. You're up.
Support. Pizza.
The pepperoni.
Okay, so I'm going
Albeit, I should have probably done that later in the turn. However, I really wanted to see that the astromech did. Not great strategy, kids. Yep.
So I'm going to attempt to get rid of the suppression over there on my pizza gun. I do not.
No.
So it just gets the single shot. And yeah, it's going to take out its... it gets revenge. So it has got... for 5 black.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't noticed that before. The spotter has got a fairly chunky pistol. There's 4 white dice, so it's out of range though. So you don't need to worry about that, I don't think, because you're out of range. You're good.
Yes.
Except you're going to take the laser cannon, which has impact 2.
And you're firing at my ATST?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It surges to hit, which I'm going to... surges to hit, and then I've got impact 2.
Is it 2? So it does 3.
So it does 3.
Oh, man! I have
Wet
not
t-shirt is
saved
wet today.
one. Jeez Louise. That is not good at all. So that's 3 more?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a good thing I didn't take the tank. I would be almost dead by now.
The tank could be hiding a bit, whereas this guy is just...
Yeah, this is sort of...
it all. Alright.
I am kind of intentionally giving you a chin to shoot at. You know that, right? So that... Sorry, I forgot to flip that. I am going to use my... where am I? Drew, can you check from where I'm sitting? I have line of sight to...
yeah, you do.
Sweet. I'm going to try and get rid of my suppression. Yep. Get rid of it. And I am going to shoot. I'm going to aim and shoot at your your airspeeder. So I have 1 red, 2 black, and 2 white.
What's your impact?
Impact 1.
Oh, what's the range on that thing?
Oh, I'm at range. It's range 3. No. Oh well, I declare.
Oh, no. I'm happy for you. I don't, actually,
Well, there's nothing I can
I
shoot.
don't think I got anything range though, yeah.
And I'm kind of happy with where it is. So,
Dodge?
yeah. I'll dodge. Can I dodge? I can dodge.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Just what I got. The
I
other
should probably put it on standby, but even then I'm probably not going to be in... Can I stand by
Yeah, sure, go on.
Can I stand by and dodge?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go on standby.
I pulled my other support, which means that...
That's going to stand by, not dodge. I got it.
At range 3, so I think I'm pretty good to stay out of that with the ATRT. Awkward. So let's make sure my hands don't get in the way of each other. There, and he can just keep waltzing over there.
Alright. And this table has some very interesting lines of sight blocking. So some things I can hit, other things I can't. Now my HH12, I don't want to make the same mistake that I did before. The HH12, I've never actually also used one of these before, is range 4. Now I am allowed to pre-measure movement? No, shooting, not movement.
Not movement.
So, not in range.
You can only measure movement when it's that model's turn.
Alright, I'm going to pull a trooper unit from the bag. I know it's a trooper unit because I only have trooper units in the bag. And then I am going to move, if I can figure out where I put the movement template. I'm going to move these guys because I don't like them being out in the open.
Oh, yeah, I've been forgetting about that. I'm pulling in troopers, so it's okay.
I'm going to do that. I know that's slightly off, but I'm going to see if I get rid of the suppression. I do not, so I'm just going to move.
Trooper.
Trooper. Which trooper are you going to do?
I suppose I'll move this squad. Last, go there. I'm just going to move the well, it's the leader needs to be touching the terrain. So let's just all pack in behind here, and I probably should have measured the range on that, but I don't think I'm going to get any closer to you staying cover and get range. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You are within range.
Sweet.
With 1, 2, 3. Probably only 3 can see, I'd say. So.
Okay.
So 2 dudes, and the
rotary.
The rotary, yeah.
Yep.
6.
And that rotary. Make or break my day.
I surge to. I got defensive surge.
Yeah,
only the 1 hit, but it is critical.
Ah, okay. Well, then I have to take it then, don't I? And that is red. And I do not surge to defend. I surge to attack. So I lose a guy. And I get a second suppression.
Cool.
All right. Well, that was not ideal. I am going to move my Imperial Officer. I'm not playing him well. I'm going to move him up. And I'm going to flip this token. Now, his move was 1. It says, after your rally step, remove up to 1 suppression token from any other friendly unit at range 1 to 2. Now, I should have moved him closer to that side, which I did not, so I'm not going to do anything. He is just getting into position. So I have a feeling I'm going to be taking some suppression in a minute. You're up.
I've got my last Cool. And I think, again, the only thing I can shoot at is going to be your ATST.
Mm-hmm.
So, leader is just going to move so it's touching the barricade,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of the squad will...
For those who are not familiar with Legion, I'm assuming most of you are, but in Legion, when you... I'm going to move my snowtroopers while I'm talking. In Legion...
I'm going to shoot first.
Oh, sorry. In Legion, you move just the sergeant or the squad leader, and then everyone else moves into coherence around them. It makes movement a lot faster because you're only moving one unit per squad, not a whole lot.
So, that squad... It's hard to tell whether you've got cover there or not.
Who are you shooting at?
These
guys?
The walker.
Oh, the walker.
From these
Oh man, you can just see it. I mean, I'm towering over everything. You can see my giant freaking head no matter what.
I have no impact though, so...
So you're looking for crits.
I got the
One. Because you do not have surge to hit.
Ping, 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 ping.
Come on, white dice. Come good for me once. No. Damn it.
Why does that thing got dice? That doesn't make sense.
It's got 11 wounds, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That's not good. Alright. Now I am going to move my snowtroopers. Snowtroopers move a lot slower, so they're going to move one. I'm going to move. And then I'm going to move. I am kind of looking forward to the Marvel game. It will be interesting to see how it works with the movement templates like this game has, but on a much smaller skirmish scale.
So like it's a good mechanic.
It is.
I don't see how much it's going to help with more of a skirmish game like that. It won't harm it, but it won't be as cool as it is in this. I don't think. It won't be as streamlined as. It won't streamline like it does in this.
Agreed. Now I am sort of.
You can see my.
I think I can.
Pizza.
No, I got. So, because now I only have to see them. I can, because he's kind of sticking pretty far out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got 4 there.
You don't want to hear my thoughts on True Line of Sight.
Yeah, no, Drew does not have strong opinions about True Line of Sight whatsoever.
I'm going to say you can shoot at me.
Alright, I got 4 regular blasters. I am in range. I am in line of sight. And yeah.
This is probably being a bit pedantic, but you just want to nudge Aaliyah back a smidge so he's touching that terrain, because
probably.
by the actual word of the rule, he has to be touching, not the rest.
No, you're right. So by doing that, I think that rules out one of my laser guns anyway.
I think you're inside. Like,
yeah?
It didn't change anything, did it?
I think it may have bumped him out range-wise.
Oh, that wasn't my intention, sorry.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Alright. 4 white dice. Whoa! There goes all my complaints about white dice. 3 crits.
Okay, so straight on to armor.
Yeah.
3, was it?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's see what I can do. Nope.
Nope.
So that brings my total to 7, which means that no more cannon.
Whew. I'll take it. That thing stresses me out, and I know it shouldn't, and I know that I probably put way more resources in than I should, probably to the death and detriment of my ATST. However, it is very nice to not get hit in the face by that cannon like I have been in previous games.
Alright. Thank you.
Yep, you're up.
My last pull,
Mm-hmm.
which is the airspeeder.
Yeah.
However, I wasn't going to go that way because the cannon was in the way. I was going to get awkward. But now there's no cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go that way.
Oh, that's right, because you can push your own troops out of the way.
Yeah, this guy gets it's a speeder, so it's got to move. It's got to do a move first anyway.
That's right.
Just nudge him out the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that was its free compulsory move.
Now that doesn't give them a suppression, right? That's only if you hit my squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can I see you?
It really is too bad that it doesn't come up on the screen because you have beautiful LED lights coming on at the moment.
Thank you.
Lasers.
I think I do have sight on you there.
Mm-hmm.
So
That thing's got a wicked cannon. Now, what Drew is holding up, for those who can't see, are line of sight templates. Both of us have beautiful terrain bases, so it covers up the line of sight market.
I left mine in there.
Mine or not? Yeah, Jack. So there, go ahead.
So I'm going to aim.
Mm-hmm.
It's wedge flying, so
Mm-hmm.
I think he can do that. So I'm going to aim. I'm going to fire my T-47 cannons at you.
Yes, sir.
And everyone's going to see what they've been missing out on.
Oof, this is not going to be good.
So I've got aim, and I've got 3 red, 3 black, impact 3.
Okay.
I'm going to take down that walker. So I surge to... No, the defensive surge, so they don't do anything for me. I've aimed, which is a reroll. I'm just going to reroll the 1. Nope, so I got 4 hits altogether.
Ugh. I say that because I have not rolled one single bit of paint on these defense dice on the ATS. Oh, and I'm at 6, and suppose this. Thank God. All right, I only take 2 more hits.
So that puts you on 8.
Super bad. Yes,
Ooh,
it
8's enough
does.
to damage you.
I was about to say, and now you roll to see what happens.
So you roll a red defense die.
A red defense die. Yep.
It's blank. You're disabled. Cannot reverse, and must spend 2 actions to perform a single move.
That is this one, right?
It's the broken arrow you want.
Whoop. And what does it do?
You can't go backwards, and to go forwards takes 2 actions.
So I'm essentially
Stationary,
stationary.
especially with that ion token on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You can't move with that ion token.
Can still shoot you.
Cool. We are done.
All right. That is the end of turn 1. Oh no, it's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out of tokens, but
I'm not.
Yeah.
My final trooper squad. Now I am. It is range 4 for the HH-12, right? It is. You are out. You are in. But
come on.
oh, I can definitely see you, and you definitely have cover. So I am. Unfortunately, I don't get the dice pool behind it. It is literally only the HH-12, which is probably a terrible use of this weapon. But I'll give it a try. 3 black dice. Impact 3. Yeah, that'll do. I do not mind that at all. And I do surge to hit. So I have 3 hits, Drew, with impact 3. So all 3 of them do.
Okay. So. So my cover. So cover 2. So I'm going to ignore 2 hits.
But those are turned to crit.
That comes after though in the modified attack dice.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're cancelled before they become crit.
Okay, so you have 1.
Yeah. And then that's 1.
Okay,
And
great.
my armor is white. I don't think there's any reason for me to check because it's never not white for white. And it doesn't help. So magic dice back.
Sweet. And how many wounds do those things have?
6.
Oh, wishful thinking. Now 5. Okay. Sweet. And that is the end of turn 1. And we are back. Turn 2. Now, Drew, we have picked our order cards off air. What do you have? You have
Assault.
You have 3. I have 2. I have pin down, which is 2 support or heavy units, or where I get my orders. So
You only have.
I only have 1. Oh no, 2.
Yeah.
And that is that.
What's the extra effect on your card?
So if I hit one of your guys that has a face-up order token, it goes back in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah. So it basically tells you, nope, no order for you. Put it back in the bag. So.
Good thing I don't have much of an idea what I'm doing at this point. Plans?
Who needs plans? Now, I do love listening to podcasts like The Fifth Trooper, and I love listening to all this deep thought about the meta and how to be competitive in Star Wars Legion, but I think we're definitely more the Legion Outriders level of fun and pushing things around and having a good time and playing Star Wars.
And I like Star Wars.
That's right. So this may not be the deep tactical analysis, guys, but this is how we do play the game.
Yep.
And this is it's not well. So, Drew, I have 2 pips, you have 3, so I go, but I am waiting for you to put down your orders.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put down my 3. So there's Leia, the RT, and there's the airspeeder, and you got rid of the laser cannon, so I don't need to worry about it.
Sweet.
Thank you.
All right, I am going to... Before it is blown off the table, because I am a complete numpty for putting it there, I'm going to activate the ATST. I have 1 active... Yes, sir?
Can I pause you with it?
Yeah?
Let's take one of those.
Oh, thank you.
They are.
Yep.
Right.
And I lose my standby. Oh, which I probably should have... Anyway.
Can I stay out of range? Range 3, yeah?
Yep.
So you got changed to?
Yeah, out.
Are you in?
I think it is actually in. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I actually... You sure? Yeah, I can definitely see you.
At some point I was within range.
Yeah, and you definitely have cover. So I guess that is my E-Web team, which is a red, 2 black, and 2 white. That's amazing. I don't think I've ever standbyed anything before. So that is... I am impact 1, so that's 1.
Cool. So I got cover, but I can't get rid of all 3 of your
No, you
hits.
can't.
So you'll definitely get 1 through.
Yep, and I surged to crit.
Oh, okay, so you got 2.
I got 2. Yep.
Okie doke. I'll just throw my 2 whites. And I got nothing.
Alright, nothing. Alright, now the ATST, which is what we're actually playing here. I'm going to do the one thing I can do, which is shoot at your... So you've had 3 wounds on this?
Yeah. 1 more and it will start playing up.
I can't actually... No, I can't. I have to shoot. There. Now, with Arsenal 2, I can split fire, can't I?
Yeah.
I might just... I am going to struggle to get rid of that once you destroy my ATST, though. Alright, I'm going to fire my ATST everything at your airspeeder, which is probably wiser to ignore, but I also don't want you behind me, and I have seen that neat trick from you before, which is lots of fun. So I'm going to fire 3 of each dice, both weapons. I am... Let me see. I am... Impact 4 total.
4?
Yeah, 3 from the blaster cannon, 1 from the light blaster cannon. And I surge to hit.
So I have got...
So do I modify these first?
I take 1 out from cover.
Okay, yeah.
That was better.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take your... You turn 4 of them into crits, which 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the look of this.
Come at me, bro.
I just need 1 to stop me malfunctioning. Oh, surge. Surge. Phew. Defensive surge. So I'm going to take 4 damage, so I'm not damaged.
Oh, that's too bad. And you have 8, yeah?
7.
7, okay. So 3 more to go. Whew. All right.
Is there 80 some there? Something about halfway there.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Let's see if YouTube cuts us off for that one.
I'm
All right,
trying to avoid it for this video, but I do have like a bit of a playlist for this game.
Yes.
The songs that I sing.
Singing's fine. You just can't play the actual songs. Now, it is at the end of this turn, because it is turn 2, that we do score the objectives, right?
This mission? Was it this one?
Yeah. End of 2.
Yeah, it is. It is. Good point. So, need to start grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to do anything particularly helpful at this point. I could probably grab 1. 2 would be pushing it.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little nervous. Go ahead.
Now, I'm a bit worried about my my airspeeder playing up, so I'm just going to come out and attack you. Get all up in your grill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Battle of the Ages. Unfortunately, I have all the damage on me, and you don't.
Ooh. And I'm going to... I don't know as much I can do to help defend myself.
By the way, you lost your token when I shot you.
Ah, okay.
So,
Which
sorry.
case, I'll have to renege on that move.
Well, see if you pull it out of the bag first. Sorry, Drew. Bad video.
I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad, you're making things awkward for us.
Sorry.
Did
you pull a trooper out?
I did, yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the purpose of my command card.
And look, we didn't edit it out for you.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to put our ineptitude out on full display. So I put the token back, didn't I?
Yep, you did.
Okay, so in that case, I will fire my own gun at you, and I'll aim.
Okay.
So I'm not going to put token down.
Don't put down a template, just roll.
Yeah, we know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
4 dice, 2 reds, impact 1.
You can do it. Damn!
I got 2 or 3 because of the. I reroll 1 because I've got aim. Doesn't help. 3.
What is... Ooh. I guess I am a giant honking target that's out in the middle.
Hey, you got 1. Did it help? I think it did. You were on 8, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you got 1 left.
Yeah.
But
Wait, no, I have 11.
Well, it's, you've got 8 up to 10 now.
Oh, yeah.
So you still got one wound left.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to add a second island. We just won't take it off at the end of this turn.
Correct. I'm still island. All right.
Cool.
You are...
Also,
That really sucks.
well, that means I have to spend another turn taking it out, which it's kind of annoying. I'll easy it.
I pulled a trooper from the bag. Again, I'm very trooper heavy at the moment. Oh, jeez. This middle is just a kill ground with all the lines of sight. It is brutal. Like, the fact that we're playing diagonal is rough because it just means that everything's going to be in my face.
Yeah, that's it plays both ways though. But I feel like you've got better lines of sight from more stuff.
Now, we did determine that that is line of sight. While you're in line of sight, I can't fire the HH. I'm going to ready the HH-12 as my first, and then I'm going to fire as my second.
Mm-hmm.
So, mainly because I really don't want that flame ATRT at full strength in my face. So again, it's just the HH-12, so it's 3. 3 black dice, but it's impact 3. So
But I got cover.
2 hits, so that gets rid of 1.
Nah, we're going to go heavy cover or light cover?
Oh, I don't know, you tell me. Heavy cover?
Oh, it was heavy because it's pretty tall and...
Okay. Sounds good. So, nothing.
Cool. Thank you, Rob. Now, do you have to wound me or hit me to take off my token? According to your...
Oh, that's a really good question. I think I have to... Performs an attack against a unit. That's it. Wow. Thanks, sir.
Save us having to pull back. And another trooper.
Well, that's a lot more useful than I thought it was.
Now, I'm going to try and claim that. I don't think I can try and claim that middle one yet. That's too risky. Okay, so. Now, can my leader get within range 1 and still touch that piece of terrain? I think he can. So he goes there. So that's definitely within range 2.
Range 1, yep.
And then he's within range 1 of the objective, but he's still touching the terrain, so they're still getting the cover from the barricade. So now he's claiming the objective, but I can still shoot.
Does the leader need to be behind the barricade for that to count?
No, you draw a line of sight from your leader to each model in my squad to determine my cover. So if my leader's sticking out like that, the rest of the squad is still cool.
Alright.
So I will have 4 black dice at you for the 4 dudes in the squad and 6 white dice. And this is just to get 1 crit to try and take out your ATST. I did have to move to get within range of the objective, so I can't aim or dodge or any of that stuff. No. Just looking for a crit. I got 2.
Damn it.
And if you get 2 white dice defending here, I'm going to be sad, but you'll be happy.
Yeah, I was going to say. Come on.
There you go.
Boom. Now, does that stay on as a wreck? No, it just is removed, right?
I don't know if they're wreck rolls. There should be wreck rolls.
Yeah, there are in...
It's a wreck model now.
Yes. Oh, that would have been perfect. That is sad. I need that ATSD.
I thought this is Warhammer, the Fallen Giant template.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Well, that defeats my purpose of my astromech droid. Let's pull a dice. So I pull a trooper. I'm going to try and activate these guys. I am going to I'm going to see if I can get rid of the suppression. I do, which is handy. And I'm gonna... Mate. I am just gonna be putting myself out there to get shot up unless I stay in cover. But I really need to... Now, your airspeeder's way off its base. If I pull out here, you're still behind that. You're not actually where it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so that defeats that. And I need to be in 1, right? Now, am I allowed to pre-measure that? To see how far I can measure in? Because I think you did.
Yeah. Once it's your turn, you can measure.
So
you can get within range 1.
Yeah.
And still touch the terrain.
Yeah. And I'll do that, I guess.
Now I'm just thinking about Tom Green.
What's that?
Touching,
yes, there we go. And firing, DLTs are range 4. Now, I don't think I have a line of sight to... Oh, I do. I'm looking right at those guys. I'm a dummy.
At which guys?
Those guys.
Okay.
I am in range 4. Cool.
Cover? Light cover?
You tell me. You got the laser pointer?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to get to 3 of my dudes, you've got to go through that blocking terrain.
Okay.
So soft cover.
DLT, 2 hits.
So I will negate 1 of them with my cover.
Sounds good. So that's 1 hit.
And no t-shirt.
Ding!
Okay.
And a suppression.
It's That's my first suppression for the.
Yeah.
All right. But Leia's still got her token because she didn't shoot her. But her range 2 gun is not great at the moment.
So you pulled Leia's token?
No, she's got one out there already.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Yeah.
Should have shot at her. Stripped it off.
I don't know if you can see her, but also I don't want. She'll get within range. To get with her within range, she goes out there by herself, and that's just kind of silly. So trooper squad, the last trooper squad, probably just have a go back at the people that shot at them.
Mm-hmm.
Dodging's not going to help me out because you just shot at me.
That's right.
So I'll aim.
And light cover, heavy cover. What is
I reckon I heavy cover.
Heavy cover?
Yes, that's better than light cover. I need 3 black dice here. And still. Alright, so I've got a crit and 2 hits. So just the 1 hit then.
Just the 1 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And I surge to something.
No, you surge to hit.
Yeah, that's right.
So 1's off and.
Oh. Now I have to pick.
I don't think it matters. The leader's always good at last one left. If you got you can leave the special weapon as the last one.
Right, but are they still in coherency? Yeah, they are. They are.
Okay.
Now, I know there isn't tons of action necessarily happening right now, but we have had people requesting wanting to see the models on the tabletop. So I'm going to take a little break there to say, so that is my HH-12 squad behind the barricade. We got 1 squad there. It's too bad my ST is gone, but as you can see, Drew's ATRTs and squads are creeping up. Now, that's why Drew had light cover before. That's pretty much the exact same line of sight that I was going for. And Drew's land speeder, of course, is hiding behind the building. So we will come back to that in just a minute.
Next pull.
My turn. You just shot me.
That's
alright. Keen to go. I got a trooper squad. Alright, I am going to move forward. I'm going to move up. Touch the terrain. And
what you going to repair now, droid?
And nothing, buddy. It is, however, a cheap wound. It can't shoot, but it's a cheap wound. So, within line of sight and everything else, range 3, yeah, that works. So, where specifically, I know the speeder's funny. Does he have line of sight? I know those 3 do. I think he does.
Yeah, I think you do.
That one does.
I could draw a line from your guy to part of my base.
Mm-hmm.
And so, given that my model is probably... The model itself is nowhere near it needs to be, but I can draw an uninterrupted line from your base to my base, so it's easy to see. Plus, I'm up high, so...
So I have 3 blasters and a DLT shooting. So I have impact 1. So I can shift and I do surge to hit. So I have 3 hits.
So I take one of them away, you turn 1 into a crit, you still do 1 hit regardless.
Yeah.
I have... nope.
No. Just need to plink away with BLTs all day long.
And you have broken me? Or
yes.
Damaged me?
So roll a red dice and see what happens.
Shield, which is...
Is that weapon?
Where's that table going? So, when I activate, I roll a white die.
Mm-hmm.
If it's blank, I lose an action for that turn.
Ah, okay. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yep. BFG, nothing like they love a token. That is for sure.
Tokens. Here's my speeder.
Yeah.
Speaking of, all right. So before we do anything, wait, let's roll the.
I was about to say.
It's blank, so I lose an action.
Yes.
But that's okay, because I get
We get a free move.
Anyway,
And that doesn't have to be straight ahead. That can be any.
can go. Yeah, it can be wherever I want.
Mm-hmm.
But with the size of that template, there's not a heap of options.
Mm-hmm.
Take my baggage with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess that.
So what you gonna do, Joe?
I'm gonna shoot at the snow troopers.
So you're gonna shoot the snow troopers right here.
Yeah.
Yep. Come at me, bro.
They're a bit more threatening right now.
Now I get because you are shooting through this giant TIE fighter fan.
But I am high up.
That is
Sure.
that is true. However, yours is a little higher up than the average.
No, actually, I said that is the.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say I get cover, or no?
Given
that it is coming from this base, not from where you actually are. And it's fine if you don't think so. I was just curious.
I'm not. Look, it doesn't say here. It says the rules for speeder 2, which only really affects. It says specifically says whilst moving, but it kind of makes sense here. Ignore terrain that is height 2 or lower.
Oh, that's fine then. Yep, sure.
It does say for movement, but
Nah, it's fine. Yeah, for line of sight, I think it's different. So just roll it here.
okay. So do we say you do have cover? Do we settle that?
Want to call it a red?
Let's just make it soft cover and take one off here.
Sure.
Okay. So 3.
3. You got it. No, that is 3 red saves. Do I get? Yeah. Boom.
You are suppressed though.
I am very suppressed. I am feeling very suppressed right now. Now I'm going to pull from here and see, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pulling the same unit, which I am. So I'm going to keep the camera on my snows. We are there. Now I am going to see if I get rid of the suppression. I do not. So I have 1 action.
What's the courage in your commander?
For my Imperial officer, that is the yellow number, right?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so they're within range of him, so they're not suppressed.
Oh, of course. Thank you. Oh, I am very tempted to do silly things, but I need to be sensible. Now, Drew, we did say that you can move over this, but it's just difficult terrain or whatever that particular rule is called.
Yeah.
Sure.
Your snows.
I ignored it anyway because I'm always movement 1.
Yeah.
So moving my snows up. And shooting. I don't know if my moving there actually does anything other than inch me forward. I don't think I can actually see much. I can see your ATRT. I am, however, right on the edge of range. So, 3. You do get cover. Is that heavy cover because it's rock?
Yeah.
So, this shouldn't bother. Now, you might say, Brad, why are you shooting? You moved and you have suppression. I have a rule with my snow troopers that say I get to move and then immediately take a shoot action. Okay. That's how I did. And that's me.
Cool. I have Leia and my Walker left. Neither particularly appealing to move right now. The Walker is pretty much can only get shot at this point. Although really, if I move towards you, can I get within range 1? Because it does have a flamer. It will do bad things to that squad over there.
It will do awful things, but I do not want that to happen. Please don't do that.
Okay, I'll move the Walker. My last token. What do you know? And I want to kind of hug this terrain a bit if I can. I might, for my first move, pivot. And for my second move, stay close to the terrain. So I think I'm still getting cover from all these things here. So.
Yeah.
And then I might just come a bit closer then because really I'm getting cover regardless. Let's just come closer. And next turn I think I can get you with my flamer. Cool. Yours up.
Now, for my last turn, I am... So, do you have anything left?
I got last.
Okay, yeah. So I have my Imperial Officer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate him.
You still got the E-Whip too.
I do. And this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use Spotter to give my... Just looking at the token. I'm going to give my E-Web an aim, because I can. And after my last step, I can remove up to 1 suppression from another friendly model within range 1 to 2. So I'm going to take away the snows, because it doesn't matter, because it's the end of my turn. And I'm going to... I should advance. He's movement 2, so I'm going to go boop, and do that. So he's done that.
Okay.
And that is me.
Alright, so Leia's left. I'm just trying to figure out if I can get within range 2 and still not be sticking my head right out with Leia. I don't really like... yeah, Leia's just not getting anywhere useful for me. That squad, I could get within range of that squad.
Mm-hmm.
And because of their droid, cover, yeah, they still got cover. Probably not that important. Well, the boxes would definitely give you cover.
Yeah.
I can get within range, but then I'll be sticking my head right out.
I was going to say, do you really want to do that with my DLT there? You can. I don't mind. I don't mind shooting at a princess.
And my take cover action spreads some dodging around, but it's the end of my turn.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't matter.
Leia. I'll just shift Leia slightly over here so that maybe she's a little bit closer to the action. Let's put her up there so she's definitely behind cover for whoever might try and shoot her.
Alright.
Except that squad. Okay, whatever.
Alright.
Let's be done. Your turn.
Now, thank you for moving your DLT within range of my E-Web. I appreciate that. More than I can say. Now,
literally. Don't.
Now, can I aim? I get 2 aim tokens, right?
I don't see why not. Yeah.
I can. So I'm going to aim and shoot. Pew pew. So I have a red, 2 black, and 2 white. And because I have overcharged, I add 1 black dice, and I have impact 1.
Do you not have impact to begin with?
No.
Ah, okay. I do.
You. Yeah, but you're more expensive and longer range.
And pizza.
And pizza. So my aim. Now, is this where I apply aims? I have 3 misses. I believe now is when I reroll. Is that right?
Yes.
So I'm going to reroll 1 black and 1 of the whites.
Okay.
That'll do.
So I get rid of these 2, so no impact for you, but you got 3 crits, so 3 hits.
3 crits to you, sir.
And this will... I need a shield, otherwise I'm broken. Yeah, I'm good, and I'm surging as well. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm surging. So...
You surge twice?
Wait up. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, I surged to crit.
Yeah, I was going to say it.
I'm
pretty sure
so,
they don't.
I'm not dead, but I am broken. Or
Damage.
that one.
And you
shield,
also
same
get the
thing.
thing.
So, another one?
I do somewhere. Maybe we'll just put this on him to mark that you have the same condition as the other one.
Okay.
Oh. Yep.
Cool. And I think that's 2.
Yeah, man. Bring it.
Gather. So since we're playing Intercept the Transmissions, at the end of turn 2 we need to check proximity to objectives, and we both have proximity, or we're both controlling 1 objective, so we both gained 1 victory point. Hence the
Now,
table.
you said we count these at the end of 2 and 4, but then also at the end of the game.
At the end of the game, and they're worth 2 points at the end of the game.
That is good to know. I
It's a
always
slow
forget
build.
that. All right, my son, let's do this.
Let's play. Push.
Push. Dun, 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 dun. I have coordinated fire, which doesn't have a cool salt and pepper song to go with it. So, I get 3 core.
I have 2. What's your special?
So, after a friendly core unit spends an aim token, another friendly core unit in 1 to 2 may gain 1 aim token. Yes. So, I'm going to give that one, and I'm going to put my Snowtroopers because I don't know when I'm going to need it. And do I order them or do I order them? That is the question. How about that? So, okay. Put them there. All right, that's me. You are absurd. It's your turn.
Oh, yeah. So,
bro.
I chose my 2 support vehicles left because they're both limping around and they're not going to survive much longer. So I need to come at you before I lose them. I think my walker is at the most risk.
Yes.
So on it comes. You can get within range now.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a flamer, which is handy in these sorts of situations.
Mm-hmm.
Although, now that I think about it, there's a good chance it won't do anything when it gets there because it's damaged. So I need to roll. I need to roll white dice, and if it's blank, then I lose an action. It is blank, so I do not
lose
hit.
an action.
So I'm staring menacingly at you.
Yeah, that is intimidating.
Except it's got a teeth.
All right. I am not going to pull. I put my hand in the sack, but I didn't pull one out. I am going to think about this for a sec. I'm actually going to activate these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to give them an aim token, and I'm going to shoot as my 2 actions.
Okay.
And by spending my aim token, well, I'll do that. So, I have 2 red dice for the... I'm assuming everyone in that squad can shoot you.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. DLT and 4 regular troopers. Now, the aim allows me to re-roll 2. Yep.
Alright, cover 1, but it doesn't help. Do you have impact from your BLT?
From DLT, I do. It's my BLT. You're a dick. I have 1 impact, so I have 2. Go.
Okay, so 2. 1, which means I am still alive.
Yes. Now, in spending 1 aim token, I then get to move it on to 1 within range, between 1 and 2.
Hot potato.
Boom!
Can you
It's
just keep
probably
doing that?
better off. Yeah, you can keep doing that as long as people are within range. 2.
Oh, you couldn't have got it that far. Right next to it, yeah, sure.
Keep going.
Alright, well, it won't still be alive. So, let's see, can it do 2 actions? No, it can't.
Thank God.
It doesn't need to. Because I can still shoot you, but I get to move for free.
Yeah, that sucks.
Indeed, I have to move.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this going?
Right into the wall. Boom!
So there. Do you want to just...
Yep.
Boom. I was just checking. I'm not sure you actually do get suppression.
Is it? Wouldn't I think? Well, I know Tauntauns do it. I'm not sure if Skimmers do it. I thought if you push people out of the way. So I looked that up. I actually do get suppression because I've been displaced. So there you go.
Okay, so that wasn't an action. That was just me.
Yep.
So now I'm going to attack you. You have cunningly found yourself outside of my arc of fire.
But have I? Because don't you have the ground buzzer?
I do have a ground buzzer.
Ugh.
And now I will...
I'm not sure I've
buzz
ever
the
actually
ground.
seen that thing.
Good thing I did take the harpoon, because
Yeah.
it would be helping me right now. So it's 4 black. 2 crits. So, and an extra hit. So 3 hits.
3 hits. So I lose 1, and my poor astromech droid
And it's suppressed again.
so suppressed.
Alright. And it's your pull.
It is. And I am not going to pull. Yeah, I'm going to activate my snows. I'm going to shoot. Right over here. Now, my flamethrower doesn't do anything to you, does it? I mean,
no,
it's a black dice.
It's just a hit. It's just a normal attack.
Yeah.
I'm immune to blast.
But it's a black dice.
Yeah.
So, I'm firing. I have an aim token. So, here we go. I'm going to reroll. Ooh. No, I'm going to reroll the black dice.
I don't think it matters.
More likely to get a crit.
Yeah.
Yep, which I don't. So, nothing. But I'm going to give my aim token to the guy next door.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Cool. Wow, I can't believe I survived that. The 2 things that matter. Activated.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a trooper squad. Okay, I'm going to move my iron squad. So, nothing weird happening right now, and they're pretty much not going to get shot back at. So
Yeah. Well, you definitely got your money's worth on the ion.
yeah.
It did the damage. It messed me up. It was not pleasant.
And so their squad is just going to come at you.
Mm-hmm. That is not good. I have the feeling if I activated those squads, he'd come flooding at me, which was kind of the point and kind of not good at the same time. Yeah.
Alright,
They're going to take some shots.
2 red and 4 black.
Mm-hmm. Now, do I get cover? I don't, do I?
I don't think so. No, only one of your dudes is behind cover.
Yep.
There's nothing special going on here.
Jesus!
No, search doesn't help me.
Ugh.
4 hits though.
Still. That's not good.
Only
I think
Imperial
that's fine.
Stormtrooper that precise.
Yeah. I always forget you have, of course, rebels that shoot better. But I have armor, so I take a suppression and I lose 2 guys.
Nice.
1, 2. Nice shooting, Tex. Nice shooting. Well, since I'm back, I will pull an order from the bag. And I have my E-Web. I am going to... Well, the E-Web without moving has line of sight on the AT-RT. Now, I can see... You still get cover. I can't see your base or your feet. Right?
You can't see my legs.
I can see your legs. I can see you up to your knees. From your knees up. So you definitely still get cover, right?
I think, yeah.
That's how it works. And I have a red, 2 black, 3 black because I have an overcharged generator, and 2 white.
And impact 1.
And then back to 1.
And you aimed as well, didn't you?
I didn't, but I should have.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Rolled it.
So the one that popped out the side is a crit. So I don't believe I do. I surged to crit.
To crit. Ooh.
Yeah. Take that.
Is that
And I surged to crit.
the cover will get rid of the hit, but
Yep.
I don't think that's going to help.
But I still re-roll, right?
No, I negate them. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, no, you can
Because
reroll.
I had a miss.
You reroll first, then I negate them.
Yeah.
So 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you only need 1 here, so unless I get super lucky,
No.
not lucky enough.
Boom! Oh, thank goodness. That flamethrower was going to ruin my day. When you pulled white on that, not paint, I was very, very happy. I am sorry that that happened to you, but I am not sorry that did not flame me.
Okay.
You're up, sir.
Indeed. And I have a Leia.
Nice. Now, while you're thinking about what you're doing with Leia, I would like to point out that we are playing with dice bags. Now, a lot of people have been talking about how stacking isn't right, and there's all sorts of controversy and whatnot, but, yep, we are using the old-fashioned dice bags. And Drew, you are up with Leia.
Just seeing if I can get take cover on multiple squads, but I don't think I can. So,
What you gonna do?
was it Ewe that just attacked there, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good thing about being a long-time bolt action player is I have a million dice bags.
Okay, Leia's going to she's going to use take cover
Mm-hmm.
on herself and the rebel troop
Yeah, brilliant.
nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to run, and she'll get. What could she get to there?
She's 3.
2.
Oh, that's a 2? Yours is painted. Oh, yeah, it's a 2.
It's blue. I'm like all of yours, which aren't any colour.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That can go with a. That's done. Oh, and someone might have noticed me taking off a suppression token there.
Mm-hmm.
After rally, she takes off suppression tokens from stuff nearby her. So
All right, cool.
there, yeah.
Sounds good.
I might have done it prematurely, but it's all good.
All right.
It
Done?
is.
All right, it's me. I'm pulling from my bag. I am pulling a trooper. So it's this squad, because that's the only trooper that's down.
Mhm.
So I have an aim token already. I am going to... let's... aim again. And I'm going to shoot at them.
Oh.
So it's only the DLT. I'm not sure. I probably should have dodged, not aimed, but I'm still figuring out how this all works. So I'm rolling. Wait, when you have an aim token, you get to re-roll 2 dice. So I only need 1. If I'm only rolling 2 dice, right? So I'm going to defend.
Okay.
Dodge. So I surge to hit.
Mhm.
But I'm going to re-roll both of those.
I've got cover and dodge right now,
Yeah, so I have 1 hit.
so cover will negate that.
Yeah.
I didn't keep my dodge token.
And my aim token comes over here.
Dark. Troop, one of them. Make some big thing about it. Ooh, which one will I block? There's only one. Alright. I need to start coming at you a bit. Ooh, can I get with... it doesn't matter. Next turn is when it counts. So let's stay next to the terrain. Let's get within range. They're still dodging. They're still number 1.
Mm-hmm.
3 blacks. 6 white. And I'm going to take out that trooper squad over the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to.
I was going to say, you're going to try to.
I will try. I got crit and a bunch of surges which don't help. You can't cover the crits, so that's 2 wounds. Or 2 hits, rather.
So dodge doesn't do anything to those, so that is 2, is that right?
Yeah.
Alright, come on guys, you got this. That's 1. So I lose the heavy weapon trooper.
BLT is gone.
Leave my BLT alone. And I still have dodge. Alright, that is that. So it is down to 1 guy. 1 little guy. It's not good. With these guys, I am going to... I'm tempted to fire here, because I really need that thing to die. But I do have clear line of sight to these guys. And I'm pretty sure I've got line of sight to that guy.
To the squad, so the squad's mostly got. Oh no, they don't.
Because it's.
Yeah, no, isn't it? They don't have cover. They do have dodge though.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go against probably the rotary. Yeah, I don't have range. So it's just, no matter what I do, it's just the HH-12. I did put the template down. Does that mean I have to declare against that squad? Or I'm going to ready the HH-12.
And then fire it.
And then fire it. So that's 3 black dice.
And you've got a name token.
And I have a name token. So I am tempted to get rid of this the airspeeder though, because it is absolutely ruining my day. And I can see it pretty much clear. So yeah, I'll fire at the. How many health does your airspeeder have left?
Just the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire against the airspeeder. So for the win. That's 2, but I have an aim and an impact 3. So
Impact 3.
Yeah. So I surge to hit.
Yeah.
So I have 3 hits. So that'll get you the
So I
one.
have cover 1.
You do?
But you do it 2, 3.
And you do get another cover 1 from that, but that's still 1.
So 1.
Yeah.
So the t-shirt.
You can do it.
Are you sure that gives me cover?
I was.
We talked about me being really high before.
Yeah, but I also think that. Oh, is that actually how high it is? Yeah, no, you're
Well, when I
you're
shot at you,
completely dick out.
we
Yeah.
ignored the cover here when I shot at you, so we should really ignore
Yeah, I
it.
think you gave me 1 cover.
Let's see if it matters. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because I surged to defense. I did defend 1.
Yeah, you did. But boom.
But I needed to defend 2. Thank you. Airspeeder.
Yes. And that thing is. Now I can actually pay attention to what's happening in my army. This is actually kind of handy. Huge sigh of relief now that your vehicles are dead. I can feel like I can actually play this game now. You're up.
Last ball.
Mm-hmm.
Rotary squad. I think I just need to work on your trooper squad over there. So, over we come. And I'm going to be within range of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's range 1, but whatever. Doesn't matter this turn anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say. But in a game where units can become suppressed, it is important to remember that sometimes you don't want them to move.
Okay, so.
Or you can't move them, I should say.
All the white dice.
Mm-hmm.
All black dice.
Bring it.
No modifiers. No nothing. One, two,
What?
two hits. 2 hits.
Bonkers, man.
Yeah, that's great.
You've been rolling hot this whole time, and then that. So it's against these guys?
The
These guys. 2. And do I get cover? Do you shoot? Because when you shoot through your own guys, is that...
no, other
No?
guys don't. Yeah, no cover for you.
And no cover.
Yeah.
So 2, you say?
Yeah.
All right. That's 1. Blink.
And another suppression token.
Yes, so I'm up to 4.
Ooh.
So that's bad.
I'll get rid of 1 at the end of the turn.
It's the end of the... Well, it's better than that, because my last token is my commander. He has Inspire, so after the rally step, I automatically take 1 suppression from a unit. It's in 1 to 2, which I do. I took 1 from there, and now... Alright, I'm going to move... 2. Hello. And I'm going to shoot at them.
Mhm.
Now, I have 1 black, 1 white. I am range 1 to 2. No problem. And I am sharpshooter 1. So, actually, I'm wondering if I'm better off shooting at Leia. Probably. She has heavy cover, though.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot these guys.
I'm not claiming any cover there. So.
Cool. And that was that. are back with turn 4.
Draw.
There we go. No time for sorrows and push it. Dun, 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 dun. So you have a song. You have a card that sounds like a Fleetwood Mac song, and I have 2 activations.
So I got 2 activations. And mine is I'm not sure on this. When a friendly trooper is issued an order, it may perform a speed 1 move. Does that mean one of the troopers that I issue an order to can do that, or any trooper unit that's issued to?
Is issued an order. It may when a friendly is issued an order. So if you give them 2, I think then they get to move. They each get to move 1. Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right.
Okay.
So I can give orders to 2 units. I am going to give an order to them. And I'm going to give an order. To my leader. Everything else goes in the bag. Andrew, you're up.
I'm going to order to them.
Yep.
So they get their free move.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can all
Mm-hmm.
join in.
And again, this is another scoring turn, so at the end of this turn, we score victory points.
And my other unit will be
Mm-hmm.
this one here. And I'm just going to move back within range 1 of the
Objective.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
Cool. You get to go first because you are blue.
I am blue. So blue. So sad. Okay, I am going to pull from the bag to start with. It's a trooper.
Put that back.
Oh.
That's true. So
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Sorry.
Having to let that ride.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm going to... I got a trooper. So, for my first trooper move, I am going to... Look, I need him to survive. And I wouldn't mind putting a suppression on them. So I'm going to fire my 1 Stormtrooper, and I'm going to dodge with him as well. So 1 Stormtrooper. No, didn't think that was going to happen. And I know that's kind of lame, but I definitely want to get a dodge on him before I get my ass shot off. You're up.
Alright.
Probably should have hidden.
Okay, this squad
Mm-hmm.
is... No, Leia.
Yep. Does Leia have a token?
She does not. I'll have to
Pull from the
I'll
bag.
have to 50-50 it. Come on, Leia. Leia!
Ugh,
Got what I wanted. She is within range. Nice.
that is not good.
Okay, Leia.
Mm-hmm.
So, inspire after rally step, take off suppression. There is no suppression, so we're good for that.
Mm-hmm.
I get cover, but you don't get cover against your flamer, do you?
Nope.
Alright, I will, I think I'll take cover anyway,
Mm-hmm.
because you've got things that aren't flamers.
I was going to say, I do have a lot of things that are not flamers pointing directly at you. Like my
And-
E-Web.
So, I can only take cover within range 1, which means these 2 units over here. Leia has got cover already. I'm going to leave her there, and these guys can have cover too. And she's going to shoot at the flamer, the snowtrooper squad.
Mm-hmm.
She's got 3 dice.
Oh, she's a really good shot too, isn't she?
And she negates cover that too, so you don't get cover against her. 2 hits.
2 hits.
1 crit. Oh, it's established. You don't have cover.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ping, ping.
Of course.
And I take a suppression, right?
Oh, Pierce 1.
Boo.
So you do lose 1. Whew. Thank you, Leia.
There you go. There you go. All right. So for my next trick, I am going to. I'm gonna pull from the bag. I got the e-web. Now, can you tell me? Can you look over here? Do I have clear line of sight to anything? I don't think so. These guys in particular.
No. So
No.
from the center of yours to any of mine is you can see them, but they would have cover.
So is it heavy cover, heavy cover, heavy cover?
Yeah. I'd probably say you possibly can't even see. Like you can see some of this squad, but like probably only the one. So I'd say you can only even.
Well, the one and the sergeant, right?
From the center past the.
No. All right.
So just the one.
Is it worth shooting at Leia? Probably not. I'm gonna fire at this squad.
Okay.
I haven't gone yet. That is gonna be problematic down the track. And I'm aiming. Sorry. So I'm going to re-roll those two. I surge to crit, and so I have 2 hits, 2 crits. So the 2 hits are gone. So 2 crits.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm not dodging now.
Yep.
Wrong white dice.
I was gonna say
Nope. Okay.
2.
2.
Pew and pew.
Pow.
And a suppression. Which is the whole point. Although now they have Leia next to him, that probably doesn't matter. You're up, sir.
Yeah. Alright. So, is that cool if I
Yep,
take that one?
please do.
He has shot, yeah?
He has.
Dodged, he didn't.
Well, he
shoot.
dodged. He did.
Yeah. Alright.
What you gonna do, man?
She'll lead. He can move 1.
Mm-hmm.
Can you move twice and then attack with it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So once to there, another one to there, probably get within range. Whereas if I step back a little bit, I'd be out of range.
Mm-hmm.
I will activate. I'll do this squad here.
Okay. What you gonna do?
They're just going to aim and attack the
These guys?
troopers there. Yeah.
Yep.
So I've still got a full squad. But it's only the ion guns, so 2 reds. I do have concussion grenades, but I'm out of range, and you're not in cover anyway. So.
Yep. But I am in cover.
Sorry?
I'm suppressed.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
In which case, do I move it forward and use my grenades on you? Yeah, I do that.
Alright.
So, I purposely stayed at.
Within your objective.
Yeah. Okay, so if I do a move with them, the leader can stay where they are, but I can just reshuffle.
Yeah, as long as you stay within coherence of your leader.
Yeah. So I can get some of the squad into blast, which is enough to negate your cover. So I'll just do that. I don't get to aim now, but I think that's a.
Coherence is 1. Right?
Yeah, coherence, you're right. Let's make sure I'm actually within.
Yeah. Actually,
it's
can
this,
come
it's this
even
one.
further. Oh, that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then just in, so cool. So your cover is negated. So draw the white dice away. I have got 4 blacks and 2 reds. And I've got a dodge. I did not aim. I have. Do I surge? I don't surge. Just my special gun surge? Nope. So just the 2 hits. No cover.
1. So I lose the DLT, and I am down to 1 guy. This is not going well for them. So, for my next activation, I'm going to pull from the bag. It's a trooper unit. I will activate him. And I'm going to see if he is in. I'm going to lose a. He does not. He does not rally. So I'm not running though because my leader's right there, right?
You've got courage 2.
Yep.
Leader?
That's right.
Yeah, so you're not panicked.
But I am suppressed, so I only get 1 activation.
Okay.
He is a Stormtrooper, which is probably not great for him in general.
I hear they're fairly precise.
I am tempted because Stormtroopers do have black unarmed. I wonder if I could. Probably couldn't get. If you got within 1, I'm still probably too far away. Oh, is it with the base? All right.
But if you move, you can't attack me though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Of course.
I think Luke can do that.
I'm thinking of 7TV where you get to charge. But you can't do that.
It's the most games where you get to move, then
Yeah.
fight if you get into melee range.
Correct.
Not this one.
Yes. So I'm gonna move here.
Ha!
So there. And I don't think I'm cheating if I do that. No.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit weird, isn't it? That whole like you have to follow.
Yeah. And so that's it.
I think there is provision for you to move, not following that path. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're right.
I am, and I am going to attack your. Oh wait, I'm going to put that back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez, it makes it difficult. 6. If I run up here, I can get behind cover, which doesn't help me against the flamer.
Nope. And actually gets you closer to the flamer.
You're gonna get. I think you're gonna flame off me either way.
Mm-hmm. Just lean into it, man. Come get it.
This squad is going to attack the flamer squad.
Okay.
There are 2 dudes left,
Mm-hmm.
and the all the white. Oh, rally first.
Yep. Right. Nope.
They're not, but layers there, so they're not.
They don't care.
Yeah. So they'll aim first.
Yep. And I have cover.
Yeah, you don't have cover. Yeah. Yep. So the misses.
Mhm.
No, 4 misses. I'll reroll 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It still misses. You've got cover, so you got 2 hits on you.
2 hits. You got it. 1. That does not help me at all.
And it's pressure token.
Yeah, yeah. Got it.
That's what I wanted. Because now you are suppressed.
All right. My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to activate my lieutenant or my leader,
Yep.
Imperial officer. I'm going to get rid of
No.
your expression. That was intentional.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to aim and shoot at these guys. Oh no, they've already shot. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll aim and shoot at these guys.
Mhm.
So that is 1 black, 1 white. And actually, am I within? I can give an aim token to these guys. To aim works with flamethrowers, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not going to aim myself. I'm going to give an aim to these guys, and I'm going to shoot. I don't believe I surge. I do. Surge to hit. 1 hit.
Okay, I'll dodge that,
Mm-hmm.
and then because I'm nimble, I can get the dodge token back.
Yeah,
So
you do. You don't care.
Cool. This squad here
Mm-hmm.
is as annoying as this is. I think I need to back up because otherwise your flamer is just gonna
What do you mean?
eat me.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole point.
Okay, so I'm just gonna back up a smidge.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that move 1, puts you there. Move 1 again, puts you there. Back up to there.
Mm-hmm.
I think makes me okay from the flamer.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm not going to gain any measure of life and stuff. So no dice, no special stuff. You have cover.
Mm-hmm.
I have 6 white dice and 3 black dice.
So who are you shooting at?
The snow troopers.
And you're still in range for range 3?
fairly confident that I am. Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I hit you. Oh, I got 2 crits and just the 1 hit. So you ignore the hit. Two hits on you.
Okay. Stop hitting my snowtroopers. I need them.
Oh, nice. No flamer. Bonus.
That sucks.
You're well suppressed.
Fault. My own fault.
Come at me, Sergeant Nobody.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to pull from the bag.
You've got you down to 3 one-man squads who could all
Yeah.
still claim objectives.
That's right, but I'm really hurting. I think you definitely have this in the bag. Of course, we said that previously, and I pulled it out. However, this is not looking good. I'm going to ready the HH-12 and fire it again. So that's 3 black dice at them.
I think I get covered now that I've... No, maybe not.
I don't think so. No?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Just from where I'm sitting, it looks like it.
Boom!
What'd you get?
2 hits, 1 crit.
Okie doke. I don't have any cover or nothing. Nothing helping here. Surge 2. Yes!
Damn! Alright, 1 guy and a suppression.
Alright.
My snowtrooper? you have nothing else.
I'm done.
Yeah. Alright, my snowtrooper, I'm going to move up to there. Because he has 1 move. And that is it. And now is the beginning of turn 5. Again, we both have 1 objective. So we go up to score 2 versus 2. Now remember, at the end of turn 6, we both get
2
2
points per objective.
for objective. Although, given that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 one-man squads, a damaged E-Web, and 1 full HH-12 squad, I'm not feeling very good. Drew's got too many dudes and a pretty happy Leia. We'll see how we go. I've got ambush.
Somebody has to save our skins.
Yes.
So Leia in 2 units. And after Leia's activation, I can activate a 2nd unit. Or one of the other units.
All right. I am going to put 1, and I am going to make it the E-Web. Because Drew keeps saying he's worried about it, and it's the only thing I have. Everything else goes in the bag.
And that unit, and that's
We're going to take a quick break here to take a look. I have my HH-12 squad still behind the barricade. I have 1 guy clinging by his teeth to the edge of cover, holding onto that objective, which is about to die. My HH-12, of course. And it's funny how dark my models look on a white table. I have my snowtrooper squad, which has been reduced to the sergeant. I have my other trooper squad, been reduced to a sergeant. And of course I have my officer, who looks suspiciously like Patrick Stewart. And Drew, on the other hand, has 1 3-man trooper squad, a 5-man trooper squad, another 3-man trooper squad, and Leia. So we are just going to have to see how we go at this point. Drew, what are we doing?
That's right. Well, it's your first activation.
That's right. It is my first activation, which means I'm going to pull from the bag. And I have a trooper. I am going to... Now, I keep using my officer's ability to... So I'm going to activate my... Oh, I can't activate my officer because I pulled a trooper. And I'm absolutely cheating. So, it's like that. I just don't know what to do, Drew. This is all bad. I'm going to move him. So I'm going to move him, and I'm just going to move him there. And I'm going to dodge. Playing the defensive game.
Yep.
And, of course, when I was doing that, I was talking about my friend here. Sorry, guys. Let me go back to the overhead cam so we can follow what's going on. You're up, sir.
All right. I think Leia needs to take some action. So she will. So start of a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Rally step, but I don't have any. What's that stuff? Suppression.
No suppression.
She's going to go around the boxes. Over here.
And you can just move through your own dudes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, man.
And you're going to shoot my officer.
She is going to shoot the officer.
Mm-hmm.
And she has got 3 dice. And she ignores your cover.
Mm-hmm.
She shoots sharp.
Yes, she does. Roll it.
Jeez. Search the crit. Thank you. So 3 hits.
That is
Appears
not good. Here's 1.
Yep.
Well, there you go. That definitely doesn't help. So I take 3 wounds.
From?
4. Sorry, what?
Just looking at your...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I have 4 total.
Cool.
And a suppression. So that really, really, really wasn't great for me.
And I can activate another one at range 2, as long as they have a face-up token. And they are... it's hard to tell. Let's just say they're not, because that'll be easier.
Mm-hmm. So you can activate.
I think this squad here will attack the E-web.
Mm-hmm.
You get cover.
Mm-hmm.
So I will aim to try and mitigate that a bit. So I've got 2 dice left, 2 black dice, and still got my white dice.
Mm-hmm.
I can reroll 2. Miss. 2 misses. 2 hits. But if you roll 2 more, because I aimed, 1 more hit, so 3 altogether.
Heavy
You
cover?
negate 2 of them because you cover.
Yeah.
So it
One.
comes down to the crit anyway.
Just the 1. Which I pass.
But you are suppressed.
I take a suppression. Alright.
Cool. They're done.
Alright, my turn. I am going to... Now, we did determine I can fire at these guys with cover.
From the E-web?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to focus the E-web there. It's probably not the best. So,
What's its courage?
well, first I'm going to see... It's 4, so it doesn't matter, but I'm going to see if I can get rid of it. So, I don't care. I'm going to aim, and I'm going to shoot. I do surge to crit. And I'm going to reroll the 2 black dice.
2 hits.
So 2 crits. 2 crits and a hit.
Cover negates the hit, so
Yeah.
it's just 2 crits.
Yes, sir.
Surge to...
You do.
Hits. Yep.
That is too bad.
I am suppressed.
Yes. Which is huge.
Okay. So, since they do have only courage 1, they will be suppressed if I don't do something about it. And yeah, let's have a go with them. So,
See if you can rally.
rally.
No.
So, this is turn 5. I've still got 1 turn left to get to the objective.
Yeah, dude.
I need to be alive to do that, so I'm going to dodge.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Alright. I'm going to pull from the bag. And I'm going to get a trooper. Leia, man, she messes me up. Alright. I'm going to activate these guys. I'm going to do the same thing I always do. So if I move over this barricade, do I have to move one, don't I?
Yeah. Oh.
So that is going to not put me... I won't be able to claim that objective later if I already the HH-12. And range 3... Yeah, I'm pretty well screwed. So I'm going to move. So I'm going to move 1 to get over the barricade. And then I'm going to move 2 to get to the cover. And I'm going to do that. And that's me.
My last squad.
Stupid objective games.
I've got range on your leader.
Mm-hmm.
Who does have cover.
Yep. He's got 1 wound left, man.
Could be worth taking him out.
Yep.
Still got the objective? Yes. Good. Okay, I'll just stay around and I'll aim and shoot at him. But I've got my grenade within range of him, so... Am I within range of him?
No.
No. So, I can't stay within range of the objective now.
Nope.
Pulling me out. Oh, wait up. So if I move to there, and then push out to there...
You're still moving.
You reckon? No, okay. Alright. That was a waste of a move, but oh well. It happened.
You want to remove?
Sorry.
Alright.
So, we are, 4 black, 2 red. We've got colour. So, nothing.
Thank God. Alright, pulling from my bag. I have my officer. Thank God. Alright, I'm going to see if I can rally with him. I do not. He inspires, though, so I'm going to get rid of the Snowtrooper's suppression. And I am going to... So you're done.
Yeah.
Alright. I have these 3 guys to do something with. Oh, I'm actually going to not get rid of his suppression. I'm going to get rid of his suppression. Then I'm going to... I mean, the best I can do is aim and shoot, right? Or I could try and charge, but then I can't attack you. Again, I'm getting my games confused. I'm going to shoot at... And Leia's... No way I'm going to kill Leia. So I'll shoot at these guys. This is not a good plan. Alright, I'm going to shoot at these guys. It is 1 black, 1 white. 1 hit. And yeah, that's it.
I didn't dodge or anything, did I?
Nope.
Oh. I'll leave that one there. Because next we established that I can't move away and throw grenades at you, so...
That's right. I'm going to give my Snowtrooper a name. So I'm just going to step out and get shot. This is not a good plan, but I'm going to stick my Snowtrooper... Well, hello there.
If it makes you feel any better, you won't get shot till next turn.
That doesn't make me feel any better. Alright, so I'm going to shoot my Snowtrooper at the same squad. I get to reroll. I hit.
Because the end. Defend.
Okay, but that's still a suppression, which was the whole point. And now this little guy is going to do the same thing. Move him here, under move This is my last die. I mean, my last two are those. Oops. I'm going to move them out and shoot at the same squad. No. And that's me.
Cool.
And now we're back for the end of the game, and it is looking grim for the Imperials. I don't see how this is going to work. Yep. Pull it over. We have, again, we just have a bunch of one-man squads, which is not a great look. Thankfully, I do have a full Stormtrooper squad, which should be HH-12, to take one objective, but Drew just has too many other guys for me to effectively deal with them. And, yeah. I don't know how this is going to work, so we are going to give it a go. And rather than rolling dice cams this whole time, I think what we might do for this last round, given how tight it is, and it's sort of the middle of the board and we're going for objectives, we'll just work off the action cam. So, Drew, I have a 1 pip.
Me too.
Ambush. Now, I have my special font does nothing. Apparently, I can look at 2 of your command cards from your hand. Doesn't matter.
It's standing orders.
Woohoo! Now, I don't have any special forces or operative units, so I'm not issuing any orders this turn, but I desperately wanted to get ahead of you. Now, I'm still blue, so do I still go?
As far as I know, yeah.
Doesn't it go back and forth? No? Am I thinking of another game?
I think it's still yours.
Alright. Well, so you have given just an order to Leia, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got the one I already give. Actually, the initiative alternates, so...
Oh, yeah.
Because we both have 1, we red die. On a shield, I have priority.
Okay. And it's got
You have priority.
I have priority. Alright. I'm going to pull from the bag. I was pulling from the bag before. It was a trooper, so I am going to go against... I was thinking I was being clever by trying to put some suppression on those guys, but that is just not going to do anything, given that you have Leia right there. Now these guys, I do believe I can do something too, so I'm going to open up on them. I'm going to shoot right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, here across to there. Now that is, of course, there we go. So, I have my HH-12, which is, I am readying because I'm not moving, and I'm shooting. So that is 3 black for the HH-12, and 4 whites. Now, can all of them shoot?
I think so. Range 3?
Yeah, is this guy?
Yeah, we said you can see over that stuff.
Okay.
We have been playing at that, so you're all in range.
Yep, and so do you get cover, or are you just out in the open?
Nope.
Nope. Even though this guy's shooting over, I guess is my question.
We should... how do we play that? We have one of them is getting cover.
Mm-hmm.
Do we split the pool? I thought this game didn't involve any split pools.
I don't think it does.
Alright, roll your 1 dice that has cover.
I'm not going to bother because it won't matter.
Okay, alright.
So I just want to shoot with
It's
that
the
one
pin,
guy.
really, isn't it?
Yuck.
No, you get the pin.
I get the pin. Yeah. Which is
Suppression.
the whole point. It's funny as you say get the pin, given that you're not a bolt action player.
It was not saved.
Yeah.
Sorry, I rolled off camera in the box.
That's alright. I think I just did too.
Alright.
There you go. So you have a suppression.
I do. It's Leia's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Friendly units at range 2. I can take suppression off. I am... Oh, you had this problem last time, didn't you?
Yep. Not in range.
How about, did I move last time though?
Nope. Not closer.
Okay. Alright. Oh, rally phase, she gets rid of that one.
Yeah.
She will then use to take cover.
Mm-hmm.
To give cover to 2 friends. Those 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then she will she'll sharpshoot the officer.
Yep.
with her 3 black dice,
Mm-hmm.
negating your cover.
Yep.
Pierce 1.
Yep.
Oh, well, she didn't need the cover.
2
so
crits.
2. And that's 1 wound.
Oh yeah. I don't get an armor, do I?
Well, for one of them, you don't get an armor.
Yep. And that's all that matters. Yep. Dead. So that's bad. Let me pull his token from the bag. Alright, so for my next, I have a trooper. Now, I am going to. What is the best way of doing this and not dying? I don't think that's possible. So,
I'm just going to flip that one there.
yeah, thank you. I'm going to. Oops. I'm gonna move him, and I'm going to. I mean, that's really it. Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's better ways that I could be doing this. All right.
Where am I? I didn't put them in the bag because they're all there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's activate. Let's activate this squad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they can shrug off that. They do not, which means that they are somewhat less useful than they were.
Thank
That's what I
goodness.
wanted. Can they get within range 1? If he goes there, then yeah, they can get within range 1.
Damn it.
So, there you go, guys. You can take those with you.
I was really hoping that you wouldn't be able to make that with a suppression.
I know you are. And
You have got.
And
me,
I always
my
forget
good
about
man.
the extra movement bump you get from the actual model itself.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't think it would happen either. Your
All right, my pull. I am going to pull
Come on, Eweb.
the E-Web. Yes. So I'm going to fire my E-Web at them.
Cool.
So that is. I'm going to aim. Ooh, do I move? E-Web is movement 1, but it's a big base. I can't get within range of that. No. So I'm better off aiming and shooting. So I'm going to fire my E-Web at that squad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might say, why that one, Brad? Because even if I shoot these guys and suppress them, Leia's going to walk it off. It just doesn't matter. And with this, I have a chance of killing them.
Sure.
I hope. So I do have aim. And a surge to crit.
2 hits miss.
Yep. So does that mean I pull this off and because I have aim?
Well, you re-roll first, so...
Okay, so I have 2 crits and I pulled off 2 hits. So 2 crits and a hit.
Wait a minute. How many hits were there to begin with? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 dice. Doesn't look like I'm hanging around. That's not enough to keep you there. Alright.
Boom. Oh, okay, that helps.
See, you were...
That definitely helps. Alright. You're up. I don't know why I'm trying to pull something.
I am indeed. I've just got troopers left.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've just got those 2 left.
I do.
Well, in that case, I'm going to have to run with this squad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move twice just to make sure I'm
Yep.
right on it. We can figure out how to tie break.
Yep. We're going to do that later.
Yeah.
So you've run twice?
And run twice.
Alright.
They are. Oh, but they have already got a dodge token because of
Mm-hmm.
Leia gave it to them. That was nice.
Alright, for my last troopers, this little guy is going to go there.
He very kindly got within range of me.
And then he is going to go
Oh,
there.
a challenge.
Yep. Now, are you still in range of that objective with that guy? Because you were...
Yes, I was always within range. I haven't moved.
Yep.
So, red and... I'm just trying to work out cover. Because you got cover from 1, the boss. We didn't figure out how we split this.
I'm going to survive, man. I'm tough.
No.
I'm tough.
So I'll aim.
This is the Stormtrooper that says, come at me!
I'll aim. I've got the 1 die that has cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So 1 die has cover. I don't know how this works exactly. It missed anyway. I will not re-roll that one anyway. And then these ones, those miss. Oh no, you don't have cover on these ones, so that's cool.
Why are we re-rolling? Do you have a name?
Yes, I do have a name.
Okay.
I didn't put it down. They got a dodge from later.
Oh, that's why. Sorry, I was confused by the thing. So I have 2.
Yep. And does it have? No, it doesn't have.
No, it does not. So here we go. And this is my super tough Stormtrooper boss. He's going to walk it off like a champion. Yes.
This game.
Ooh.
Not
entirely.
quite.
Yeah?
You can still got Stormtrooper, dude.
Snow Trooper.
Alright. Let's draw.
Trooper. We just need to see what happens when. So I've moved my Trooper, and I guess for my last move, he will just go, you're a jerk. So.
There you have it, folks.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the game. Now, we did look it up, and Drew, what is the deal with the center objective?
We both have 1 unit leader within range 1 of it, and since neither of us has more unit leaders within range 1 of it, then neither of us claim it.
I have 1, he has 1.
So, no points, which puts us at a final tally of 4 points each.
Because I have this objective for 2, Drew has that objective for 2, and then in the middle we have the one that is contested. So, yeah, that's it. Look, I think I probably could have done better with the 1-man squads. I'm just not used to being down to A, playing Imperials. So being cruddy at shooting and better at defense, I'm used to playing the Rebels. So the way I played this was definitely off, and I definitely should have been more conservative with ATST, although, God, I don't know where I could have gotten cover from the board. Maybe behind the giant Millennium Falcon tail. I mean, that could have worked, but even then, not possibly, really. Possibly.
The lamp.
Yeah, but even then. There was no getting cover from that.
Yeah, I don't think there was any need to hold back with that. Possibly just slow it down so it was in step with the rest of your army, but it was providing cover, really.
Yeah, it was. And but I think I did all right with grabbing the objective at the end and forcing you to shoot at 1 so I had the other squad. I think I would have been smarter not to pop my Stormtroopers out. But thankfully I wasn't punished too hard for that because you killed my Imperial officer. So I always had the 3 to come run around. So yeah.
I'm just thinking possibly here when I ran twice just to get myself within, like to make sure I was definitely within range 1. But possibly I could have gotten away with just doing a single move and then had a shot and taken out one of your single single guys, which would have got the game for me.
But it would have been close.
Yeah. For some reason I had in my head being closer would be
better.
But no, that's not the case. And
well, it is in some game systems.
It is, true.
Now, it is important to say, guys, that we are not experts at Star Wars Legion. If you are still watching this, thank you for checking it out. If you have seen us do anything wrong today, please let us know. Quite a few people have said that after the last video that they wanted me to add certain features like the action cam. They wanted more of the board shown and try a larger board. So I used that feedback, and I also put the army list on the board itself. We were playing a 600-point game, which is 3/4 of the size of the usual game. And given that we were playing on a 3/4 size board, or sorry, a 2/3 size board, I think it worked pretty well. I am thinking we probably needed more barricades, or at least played. Everything was sort of set up for a forward deployment. So all of a sudden, when we were playing diagonal, everything got a little funny because all of a sudden there was just clear line of sights everywhere, and it was just way too open. Thankfully, this TIE Fighter wing was here. Otherwise, I would have been in Struggle Town. But Drew, anything else you wanted to add here before we wrapped up?
No, as always, I enjoy it. I like this game just to play this game.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it's got to be cinematic, and everything looked right here for me. It was even the lists at the beginning was a bit of a mirror match, which was not intentional really, but that's
you're right.
That's just what happened. Maybe at 600 points, you have to kind of have a fairly similar loadout, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Well, the fact that we both took sort of a bigger vehicle meant that our list, and we both had a cannon, meant we had very similar lists because that was what was left.
I'd like to say that the meta has shifted with the recent points adjustments, but as we said, we would have taken what we took regardless because we're both in it for the cinematic experience, really.
Now, if I was playing my Mimban troopers to their max, and if we're looking at them now, you can see that they have the proper helmets and the cloaks. If I was probably being a little more Mimban-y, I would have not taken the snow troopers and taken other unit of stormtroopers. I unfortunately just didn't have them painted at this point. But I am looking forward to adding some bounty hunters very soon. I do have a model for the Mandalorian. And I have a lot of plans for this army, and it's nice just to have the basic points finished. It is wonderful to think that now I can add fun little things rather than having to hammer out troop squad after troop squad after troop squad. So, and yeah, E-Webs, lots of fun. Big fan.
Speaking of, I'm going to say like a plug for Disney because I'm really excited about Disney Plus.
Oh yeah,
I'm watching The Mandalorian and
can't wait.
All that stuff on the Obi-Wan show. Oh.
Yeah, man. I'm very excited. I have an old Obi-Wan model in the mail coming from Skullforge Models, and I cannot wait to put him on the table. I don't know what I'm going to use him as. I just want to put Obi on the table. I also have a Lando as a proxy Han Solo. So yeah, I think we're gonna get wacky with this and start playing a lot more Legion. Drew, if you're still game,
always
nice.
It's just when I find the time.
That's right. Amen to that.
And
gotta love being a school teacher.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, we also have other terrain that we can play it on as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching Cast Dice. This is still early days as far as our video games. Now, I could have just done a highlight. I did have a few people say, why don't you just do the highlights of what happens between every turn? But we did have a number of people who watched the show ask that for games that they don't know, if we can actually play it all the way through. So we figure by putting on the overhead shots, by putting the turn at the bottom every time, I figured if people want to scroll through and check, they can just jump to the turn they want to see, or they can just jump to the end or beginning of each turn that way using the scroll bar at the bottom. Guys, again, if you have any feedback about how we can make this game or other games that we play look better, it would be amazing if you could give us feedback both in comments at the bottom and or if you go to Cast Dice Facebook page, that's CASTDICE, and just leave me a message there. My name is Brad. I'm the only one that checks the messages, and I would love to hear from you. I hope that you tune in soon. We will have tons of interesting new content coming up in the next couple weeks, including some nods back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics, and mate, so many games to play. So many games. Hoping that the next video will show Warcry, and we'll see where we end up from there. Again, thank you very much for watching. This is Brad saying, when you are playing the games that we know and love, I hope your beverages are cold. I hope your dice roll hot. But more than anything else, we hope that you are having fun.